So start with your own family and your own life up to now. What happened to bring you where you are today? All families have stories. Some of the best. I grew up in a family full of storytellers. And in fact, because I was 10 years younger than my brother, 7 years younger than my sister, a bit of an afterthought, I sat at a table where I watched my parents and my siblings tell riveting stories about what happened to them during the day and what was going on, and gossip and rumors and all that. And I was a little kid, and I learned early on that if I didn't have a point to my story, I wasn't going to get listened to. So if I just said, well, I was in the sandbox today, and I wouldn't have an audience. So I started having to concoct stories and get things going. I was kind of lucky in that. But even people who don't tell stories normally in their families, the family still has stories. If you get going with this and you start becoming a very good writer and a prolific writer, one of the things you should probably do is write down your family history for your children, for your children's children, for the rest of the family that didn't pay attention to what was going on, where your family came from. But it's not a boring recital of Joe was born in Ohio and then he moved to California and met mom and that's how the whole family came out. No, it was like, what was he doing in Ohio? What was his family like? What was the situation there? What drove him to move from there to here? So you have stories. You have the story about how you graduated high school and the embarrassing thing that happened to you when you got up on stage to collect your diploma. We all have these stories. We tend to forget them. As a salesman and as a business owner who is trying to make some money, and as a writer who is taking on clients, you need to understand stories. You need to develop your own, and you need to become one with the idea of being a storyteller. So study great storytellers. TED Talks are great. Not all of them are great storytellers, but they all get up and within the paradigms of the TED Talks, which is a very short period of time, one subject, they have rules about how they deliver it. How do they do it? Break it down. Think critically.